Today, let's see how Chris turns his life around amidst hardship, starting with him putting aside his pride and running to Sarah's house to make Sarah wasn't home. Her mom, Layla, was busy with housework and turned off the music when hearing shouts outside. She was startled to see a strange man, almost dropping the trinket in her hand. The next second, but shockingly, superstar Chris was recognized by Layla right away, and he was amazed that Sarah's mom looked so young. After both dressed appropriately, they sat on the couch making awkward small talk until Chris mysteriously asked for a whiskey, which lightened the mood a bit, and that kicked off their fateful connection. Meanwhile, busy Sarah had no idea, while Chris and Layla started to buy more and more thanks to some liquid courage. Although Layla wasn't a fan, she knew all about the character Chris played, boldly stating it was from that immediately piqued Chris' interest. And after following Layla to her study, he was shocked to discover she was a National Literary Award. At that moment, superstar Chris felt a spark of admiration for Layla, and that emotion deepened the closer they got. The next second, unable to control himself, Chris leaned in for a kiss, leaving Layla quite startled. Thinking he had overstepped, Chris quickly apologized, only to find out that Layla hadn't been with anyone in over a decade. They both felt the spark and finally let go of their inhibitions, embracing and kissing. But just when things heated up, in walked Sarah unexpectedly. OSH. Sarah, are you alright? Oh my goodness God. 911, hey Zara, can you hear me? Tell me the movie I won the Teen Choice Award for. I think she's pretty good. Her skin color looks really weird. Too close. I can't look at that. Get him away. Seeing her in that state, they panicked and rushed her to the hospital, while Sarah berated their happiness. They didn't care and even started to get sappy in front of Sarah. I mean, it just happened. Look at him. Look at her. This made Sarah want to sink into the floor, so she warned her mum that Chris wasn't exactly Mr. Trustworthy. Layla didn't know how to explain, considering her husband passed years ago, and she was just a normal woman. Chris, goodbye. It's really great to see you. Oh my God, this isn't Jack and Rose, is it? Suddenly, Chris suggested that Sarah come back as a production assistant, but she firmly declined. She wanted her achievements to come from her own efforts, not because her mom was mingling with some celebrity. But she didn't sleep with any celebrity. That's derogatory. Okay, I'm a movie star. She slept with a movie star. Please, I'm not here looking to sleep with your mom. He then explained he was there to help Sarah, nothing to do with her mom, which made Sarah reluctantly agree. But she set a rule. Chris and her mother's thing had to stop. This is over, this little celebrity thing. It's never happening again. Chris agreed, but the next day sent Layla a date invitation that made her heart race. As she opened her closet, she couldn't find a fitting dress, realizing she valued Chris more than she realized. In the evening, she donned a black evening gown and finally arrived at the date spot. To her surprise, Chris had booked the city's top-notch restaurant, leaving her flabbergasted. Yet she hesitated to accept his generosity, considering their age gap, societal differences, and Sarah's objection. So, she told Chris this mishap couldn't happen again. That was disappointing. Chris, a seasoned romantic, felt like a love-struck teenager facing this dilemma, fumbling for words. Clearly, destiny wouldn't tear apart two people who admired each other as they shared snippets of life and work. Chris took Layla to her workplace, where the stars twinkled under the night sky. A gentle breeze rustled the treetops as their footsteps echoed in the street. In that moment, Chris was no longer the center of attention, and Layla was no longer just a single. They dropped their masks, playfully fooling around in the set, allowing words to lose their warmth. The seeds of love quietly sprouted at that moment. But Layla still felt that Chris didn't truly know her. When daylight came, she would still be that international star. She believed she didn't deserve someone as dazzling as him, but Chris touched her heart with the lines from her poetry. Unbeknownst to her, Chris had read all her works, making Layla feel a kind of sensation she had never experienced before. She finally let go of her feelings, but her rational side advised her not to get hurt or view this as some kind of profound love. I can accept the sweetness of loving you, but I can also bear the pain of losing you, as long as I'm not passive. She returned home, still giddy, but her daughter awaited her, unsure about sharing what just happened. She made excuses, but her guilty expression didn't escape Sarah's notice. The next day, she took the opportunity of assisting in translation to have a little bit of fun, and while translating the director's words to Chris, she said, "You might as well regard that wounded soldier as the woman you've betrayed." This left Chris completely bewildered.